challenge, and the Buffalo Bills taking on Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Bills Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
And how about that defense last week? They pitched a shutout, and it's really more like a no-hitter because they absolutely dominated that game from the opening whistle.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Steelers set to go on offense, and it is the big man, Big Ben, number 7, Ben Roethlisberger, ready to lead them.
And for Ben Roethlisberger, there are a lot of question marks coming into this year because he missed nearly all of 2019 with an elbow injury. And if he were younger, maybe not as many questions. But he turned 38 back in March. And now the Pittsburgh Steelers expect to see the old Ben Roethlisberger, who's thrown for over 56,000 yards in his career, leading their team.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first and 10 is Conner. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. The numbers there for Conner in last week's game. 19 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
When you put the ball in the end zone 13 times on the season, one thing is apparent. You didn't do it all on your own. Offensive line is creating some nice space for you, and you're probably getting some good blocks downfield from your wide receivers.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass thrown away and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's brought in by Washington. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
James Washington.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
First down.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive. And they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them. And now, I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bills make their way out, led by their third-year quarterback from Wyoming. At 24 years of age, it's Josh Allen.
Well, what do we ask about players in this league? We ask them to improve from year to year, and Josh Allen did exactly that from his rookie year to year number 2. Doubled his touchdown passes from 10 to 20. One of the better running quarterbacks in the league, had 9 touchdown runs. That gives him 17 in his first 2 seasons. This guy gets better and better and absolutely loves the game of football.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. The numbers for him from a week ago: 19 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
When you put the ball in the end zone 13 times on the season, one thing is apparent. You didn't do it all on your own. Offensive line is creating some nice space for you, and you're probably getting some good blocks downfield from your wide receivers.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing is Allen on third. He'll let it go deep for Foster. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 16-yard line.
The ball carrier. Tackle made at the 16-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. It fights him off, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
A loss of 5.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Smith-Schuster.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Third down.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So quite a turn of events right there.
Indeed it is. I mean, they thought the worst that could happen was they'd get a field goal attempt to break the tie. Instead, interception, long return, and now the other guys have a great shot to go ahead.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 10-yard line.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Allen to throw it. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point forthcoming. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I'll guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. A.J. Klein in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 7.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bills 7, Steelers nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackler miss, whether he's in the hole or on the perimeter. I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
On 1st down, Allen. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
Intercepted by the Steelers. They'll take over.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the third-year man from NC State, it's Jalen Samuels. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. 30, 10, 5. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Touchdown. The big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
And he's able to put it through. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. A chance for us now to look at this Bills defense again. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Connor on 1st down, able to take this one forward for about 6. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Working with a 2nd and 4. To throw here, Roethlisberger.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Roethlisberger will throw. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll Score that a 36-yard punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. I think it's fair to say he's struggling. He would definitely look at us and say that he's struggling right now. But the team's winning, so what's a quarterback's mindset at this point?
To not put his struggles at the forefront. To not show the team he's upset about what's going on with him, but actually show the team that he's excited that they're winning the game. And tell them, hey, my bad on the errors. I'll try and correct that, but love what you guys are doing. Keep doing it. Make sure he stays right at the front, leading his ball club.
Yeah, and he's probably just looking to forget those 2 interceptions. Remember the 1 touchdown pass he had. Going deep for Diggs.
Whoosh.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
1st and 10.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
2nd and
in need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. There's Roethlisberger hitting Juju on the slant. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Roughing the passer defense.
Can't do that.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They go draw play. This is Samuels. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The ball carrier.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. And that one makes it 14-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Returnable here for Davis. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. He has to be shaking his head at his own personal performance, but his team is winning. Now, he probably feels like he needs to pick up his game, though.
Without a doubt, and he's probably gone ahead and told the rest of the team, this is on me, this is my bad, appreciate you guys picking me up right now. Maybe what he also does is figure out a way to lean on the parts of the team that are playing well right now and minimize what he has to do in order for his team to win.
He's had those interception woes. He'll be looking to right that ship. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Here's Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Intercepted by the Steelers.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Ebron with it over the middle. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Roethlisberger gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
On for the point after.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Returnable here for Davis. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Allen. And Diggs has it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head. You want the 3rd? Quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
Used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same pace on that play. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Now Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. On the counter, this is Singletary. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. It's caught. Smith.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Allen. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Makes the score Bills 17, Steelers 14.
They don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The throw right sideline here is complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But it's going to be second down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To the right side to Eric Ebron. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Over 1st and 10. At their own
Buffalo set to get the football back here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Singletary loses it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. There he goes left side, and he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
It's up and good to make it 21-17. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Returnable here for Davis. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
For the Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook.
And my goodness, another interception. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it, and they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On first down, it's Samuels. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run here with Connor. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. On second and goal, Roethlisberger toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Eric Ebron. Incomplete. It's third down and goal.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On third and goal, Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown.
To Juju Smith-Schuster.
Juju Smith-Schuster. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead will grow by 1 more. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Returnable here for Davis. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Intercepted by the Steelers.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
A gain of 18.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 23-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
On the play.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Samuels. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Samuels, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
And their own 25.
Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
It's second down and 10.
Second and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 26-yard line. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. I'm willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in.
That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley, his second touchdown on the season, and the Bills cut into that lead.
Tyler Bass for the extra point.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Pittsburgh.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. On first down, it's Connor. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll run here with Connor. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line. Tonight's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers,